Hello everybody, it's Matt, your friendly neighborhood technician, and his apprentice, Donovan. So we're working on a Pontiac Grand Am, and this video is going to be specific for any year model 95 to 2005 Pontiac Grand Am, Pontiac Grand Prix. What the main complaint is only in the winter time when it's cold outside, the customer will start the car and it'll smell like gas inside of the compartment there. So I want to show you it's commonly misdiagnosed, and I've seen people drive their car for a year or two and not understand why they smell gas. So I'd like to show you on any 3100, 3400, 3200, 3800 GM engine, what you're going to want to look at is your fuel pressure regulator. I'm going to have D start the car, and it is cold out. It's about 32 degrees out. I'm going to have D go ahead and start the car, and we'll see what happens. See that? That's a fuel leak right there. You can see it gets covered in fuel. Let me see if I can get my focus back for you. There we go. Okay, so you see it's just once fuel pressure is built up enough, it goes ahead and it starts to seep fuel. Now what is down inside of here is an O-ring. It's a rubber O-ring. Okay, and what happens, what do we know about rubber? Well, poly is what makes material rubber, to keep it simple. So on the molecular chemical level, this O-ring has failed inside of here, and all the poly has possibly been cooked out of it, causing it to become brittle. So therefore, when you factor in your outside atmospheric pressure and temperature at 32 degrees, and now because there's no more poly inside of that O-ring, and that O-ring is bad, it now causes a leak. That is why in the summertime, when it's, anywhere between, let's say, 80 to 100 degrees, well, that the outside atmosphere is warm enough to make sure that O-ring stays just a little bit squishy, if that makes any sense. And that is why the past 2 winters, this person has had a problem with smelling gasoline. So the best way to go ahead and fix this is to remove the fuel pressure regulator and see if you can't replace the O-ring, or just go ahead and replace the fuel pressure regulator altogether. And so that's how you fix that. So from now on, if you ever hear somebody complaining about a GM vehicle, 3400, 3200, 3800, specifically the Pontiacs here, tell them to go ahead and check out their fuel pressure regulator and make sure that they're not leaking gas. I do want to point one thing out, and it's a safety issue. That fuel pressure regulator, if it does leak enough, if you notice what's right in the same vicinity, your exhaust system right here. So you've got gas right next to an extremely hot exhaust system, and that could cause a fire. So there you go, everybody. That's just a little word of advice and a little teaching there from Matt and Donovan. Thank you for supporting us, Treasure Valley. Y'all have a good one.